Hey RC drivers, I've got some really cool stuff that I'm working on right now and I can't tell you about it just yet. You'll find out in about 2 weeks, but I just dropped everything because a new crawler landed on the doorstep. It's the new Element RC Enduro Bushido, and it's not like the other Enduros. There's a few surprises here that we're gonna go over in this video. I'm also gonna show you a couple comparisons to the other Enduros, and then of course we're gonna take it out for a drive. Now I know what you're probably thinking, what is a Bushido? Well, it's Element RC's clever name for a 90 to 95 Suzuki Samurai, and I'm really excited that they chose to replicate this, just not licensed. This is a really cool look. I love the grille. It does have the Element logo. You can put LED lights in there. They've got windshield wipers, side mirrors that actually fold over in a crash. Love the roll bar, tubular bumper with a ball stud on the back for a trailer hitch, and then this nice front bumper with the bull bar. I do love the approach angle on this bumper. These lights aren't usable, they're just fake lights. It's just the body color isn't exactly white. I would say it's a light cream maybe. You could definitely see next to the trail runner that's a little bit more yellow in it, but I think it's gonna look really good with the included decals, and they include a snorkel in the box. So let's throw that stuff on now and see how it looks. The K-car body looks a lot better with the decals on here. The color really breaks up the white, and I love the look of the snorkel. But onto one of the surprises with this kit. The body is actually a bit bigger looking than the other Element Enduros out there, which is interesting considering the other surprise. This is a short wheelbase kit. Let's take a look at the chassis. And there it is, the short wheelbase Enduro chassis. The wheelbase on this kit is 299 millimeters, but everything else is what we've seen before. Metal frame rails, chassis mounted servo, short battery box, although they do give you the long battery box if you want to use a standard size battery pack. Floor pans over here with these really nice rock sliders that help key in the body so it doesn't move around. Adjustable body posts, composite shock mounts, and composite front and rear bumper mounts. What people really love about the Element Enduro is the transmission. It comes from the factory with a 5.7% front overdrive, and they give you the gears to swap out that overdrive to 11.83 if you want to, if you really want to overdrive the front, which really helps with crawling over tough obstacles. Because it has a shorter wheelbase, you can see that the center drive shaft has been shortened. It still has that aluminum center section, metal universals, and that goes down to the proven Element RC axles with steel gears, steel drive shafts in the rear, universals in the front, and full ball bearings. The suspension on these rigs is really good as well. We've got a 3-link setup in the front, 4 in the rear, and these are steel rods. Steel rods for the steering, and then the shocks are nice aluminum bodied shocks. They've got a bleeder screw in the shock cap. I wish you could feel how soft and smooth these shocks really are. As you probably already figured out, this is a ready to run kit. It does come with an XP130 radio system, the Riot SC480X speed controller. This is LiPo compatible, and it does have pigtails so you could go and add LED lights, which they didn't do. The speed controller has a T-plug, and then over to the motor, it is a 16-turn 5-slot motor, and then finally 1523 MG metal gear steering servo that even has a metal steering arm on it. Really like that. Now, the tires are their general grabber tires, a nice soft compound. I'll have links in the video description for you. Smash that like and subscribe button while you're there. Now to charge up this Helios pack, and we'll head out to get the tires dirty. We're gonna see what the Bushido can do on the rocks. First up, I gotta give Element props for having the quietest drivetrain in an RC crawler. This rig is a little tank. You just blast it around the rocks and it takes everything. We'll hit this incline over here, and the bumper is cleared perfectly. Rig went right up. Let's try out these little ledges over here, see how the suspension works. Oh, love it. Element has it down perfect. Nice. Even with just the Helios 2S pack, this thing has plenty of speed. A little wheel spin from the wet tires. Come on, bring it over. It wants to go up. If we had a little bit of weight in the front, I think it could definitely do it. Oh, we're close. Back out. Let me get a little wheel speed. Oh, yeah, we definitely need weight in this thing. Well, that was a lot of fun on the rocks. Now I just got to continue my day, a little trip along the trails. You know, I've been thinking about this ever since the drive home. The Bushido 4x4 is like the scrappy little runt of the 10 scale element group. Over there on the trails, this thing was really capable. I really liked how I was able to go over some of the peaks of the rocks and not get caught up because of the shorter wheelbase. It would just maybe lightly touch the skid, but this thing had all four wheels on the ground most of the time. Where I ran into some issues was crawling up some really steep inclines. That's where it just really wanted to roll over backwards. It could definitely use a little bit of weight up front. That would make it a lot more fun for crawling adventures. But if you're just picking this thing up for around the backyard, some light trail driving and some, occasional rock crawling, I think you're gonna have a lot of fun with it. I was blasting around on the rocks full throttle, jumping off of some of the ledges and stuff like that, blasting through the water, and it was just really cool. Just kind of a nice change of pace from a regular rock crawler. I think Element made the right choice by adding this to their lineup. The only issue that I had with it was before I even hit the trail, the battery straps actually broke, both of them. Luckily, I have so many Velcro battery straps, I was able to replace it, but just a heads up there for you guys. Obviously, all the aftermarket support will bolt right onto this since it's based on an Element rig, so you could really go wild with this thing and have even more fun with it.